Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. How you all doing tonight? How's everybody doing on this beautiful Thursday evening? Wherever you are, welcome to this live. And we are going to be talking about the three common recruiting mistakes that home care agencies typically make and how you can avoid them. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. If you are a home care agency owner, this is the place to be right now. Share this live and tag someone else who is another owner and say, hey, come, let's learn about this thing. The three common recruiting mistakes to avoid. A lot of time, home care agency owners make those mistakes, and we're going to talk about tonight how you can avoid those mistakes. So before we go any further, hi, I'm Enoch Dennis with Home Care Bosses United, and I'm the co-founder of the amazing 10,000 plus home care bosses community on Facebook. And listen, tonight you are in for a treat. So by the way, if you come on the live, say hi, say hello, let me know that you guys are here. If you are catching the replay, just put hashtag replay. Let me know that you're catching the replay. I just want to make sure that we are communicating. This is being very interactive. So let's go really quick, talk about the three mistakes that commonly home care agency owners actually make. Number one is something that where we take our sweet little time, right, when hiring. That's a huge mistake. Taking your sweet little time when you are hiring, right? That's a huge mistake. For example, someone fill out an application today, you receive it, and then you're like, oh well, you know what? I'll have time to go look at it on Monday, right? I'm gonna look at the applications on Monday, and then you're going to do interview on Wednesday, right? Listen, there was a time this used to work. Like, believe it or not, this used to actually work. We used to do that in our own agency. We used to do that. It used to work, right? I'm not saying that this never worked at all. It used to work, right? Back in the like 2016, 2017, 2018, those things used to work, right? Even in the early, 2000. I mean, not 2000. I mean, 2020. That's what I meant to say. Even in the early 2020, that thing used to work. But as we know, something happened. Something shifted during COVID, right? Something shifted during COVID, and post COVID, people barely wanted to go back to work. So something shifted there, right? What happens, that also means if we are functioning, running our businesses the same way, our home care agencies the same way we used to prior to COVID, you are falling behind, right? You are falling behind. If you are still doing things the same way that you used to do it prior to COVID, you are definitely falling behind. Let me know in the chat, did you see any difference in hiring pre-COVID and post-COVID? Let me know in the chat. If you realize that there has been a huge shift, just put one in the chat for me. Put one in the chat for me if you realize there has been a huge shift in hiring for home care agencies pre-COVID and post-COVID. Let me know if you've seen like a huge shift, right? For me, I've definitely seen that huge shift. And the biggest shift that I've seen is the fact that before you could have taken your sweet little time when it comes to the hiring process. Post COVID is different, right? Things are definitely different. It's not the same, and we can't afford to run business the same way anymore, right? So that is what I've seen as kind of like the huge difference post COVID and pre COVID and post COVID. So what happened? Here's what happened. A few things happened in during that time period, right? Um, we have minimum wage has gone up, right? Every state over the past 2-3 years, minimum wage has gone up considerably. and we know it's gonna keep going up, right? So that makes it even harder. Things become it's a little bit more competitive, right? It's more competitive. For what I understand, or at least to my experience, before this hike in minimum wage, um, home care agencies used to pay probably fairly more than most other places that were paying minimum wage, right? Because of the nature of the work, we used to pay very much more. So people were like, people had to go to HHS school, CNS school to work in home care agencies, right? Therefore, we had to pay them a little bit more and way more than other places were paying people to work. So it was very attractive, right? It was very attractive. Let me know in the chat what I'm saying. Like if this is connecting to you as a home care agency owner, if you are seeing this trend as I'm describing it, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, right? So it was very attractive to see before that, because we used to pay higher than most places, so people were eager to go get their CNA certificate, get their HHA certificate to come work at home care agencies and nursing homes and so forth. Now, COVID came. Over the past 3 years, there is a huge hike in minimum wage, and but home care agencies, it's not like we are charging so much more on our hourly fees, right? So the gap, the profit margin is closing way too much for us now, right? It's closing, it's getting so close. What happened? Now people have options. People have more options. Even those who went and got their CNA certificate or their HHA certificate, what happened is now it's almost like we are paying about the same as any other places, right? We are paying about the same as any other places. So it makes it even more difficult to get people to come to work because now they have more options. So this is bringing me back to what I said in the beginning, right? What I said in the beginning is that before, prior to COVID, we were able to take our sweet little time and in hiring. You receive the application, you're like, okay, I'll review them in the next 3 days, and then another 2 days before I do interviews. You have like a whole week of you know doing things and not even worrying about it. And when you call people back then, you will still find people to work. Guess what? Now, because of the competitiveness of when it comes to wages, people are not applying for one place to work anymore. It's not even the industry. The same person who has a CNA license now, yes, they may be applying to work at home care agencies, not only yours, they're gonna be applying for like so many of them, right? So many other agencies, but guess what? They are also applying at um other businesses, right? Probably, I don't know, probably Whole Foods. They're probably applying at BJ's, at Costco, uh, wherever, right? Because minimum wage is increasing across the board and kind of like catching up with what we used to pay as home care agencies, as home care agencies, right? So this is kind of like catching up with us, right? By the way, let me say hello to Lena, hello Tiffany, Vanessa, Antoinette. Hey, how are you guys doing? How are you doing? If you come on the live now, say hi, say hello, let me know you're here. If you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay, right? So this is the nature of what we have going on now, right? So it's a huge mistake. Like avoid this mistake by any means. The mistake of waiting days and days on before you review applications, right? And before you schedule someone for an interview, right? Avoid that mistake, right? Avoid that mistake by any means. Now, here's the thing. You probably say, well, do I have to review applications every single day? Is that all I'm gonna be doing? I have a business to run. I have, I have to go out there and market. I have to go out there and do my supervisory visits. I have to do this and that. I don't have time to be reviewing 10, 20, 30 applications every single day. You are right. Right? You are right. That would be foolish of me to say you need to spend time reviewing applications every single day and scheduling interviews, calling people to schedule interviews every single day. That would be foolish of me to say that, right? Because it will not work. You need your time to go out there to do money making activities, right? You need to be doing those things that are bringing money into your agencies, and those things are the building relationship with referral sources, with centers of influence, building those relationships. Now, if you need the time to go build those relationships, and at the same time, you don't want to wait a week out after someone fill out an application to contact them to schedule them for an interview. So how do you bridge that gap? There's a huge gap, right? How do you make this work? How do you make this work? Somebody let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How do you make this work? Angel, let me know. Angel Williams, Sabrina Coffee. How do you make this work, right? How do you make this work? Let me know in the chat. How do you make this work? Because it's kind of like fighting for times, right? Fighting, right? How do you make this work? Lena said AI, right? And you got that right, Lena. If anyone else was thinking about that, about AI, yes, you get that right. It's AI and automations. You can automate that process, right? And having an AI to do this work for you. So instead of you sifting through a bunch of applications, reading them, looking at them, now you can automate that. Can get that done on automation. Instead of you reviewing to see which one actually make the cut for the next step, you can have an AI do that for you. Instead of you calling people, trying to schedule them for an interview, you can have your automation do that for you as well. Right? You can have your automation do that for you as well. Let me ask you guys a question. Is that How much time would that save you? How much time will that save you if you are able to do that, to have application coming in constantly, and you don't have to spend the time reviewing them, um, calling people, chasing after applicants, they are not answering, um, just trying to schedule an interview. How much time will that save you? Let me know. How much time would that save you? Right? Let me know in the chat. How much time would that save you if you didn't have to do that part of it? Reviewing applications, seeing, the few of them who actually would make the cut, and then calling, chasing after them to see, who's picking up, who's not picking up. Would that save you like 2 hours a week? Let me know. 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week, right? How much time would that actually save you? Let me know in the chat. So what I'm saying to you is that, guess what? Those things, you no longer have to do them. You no longer have to do them. And I know the next question typically is, I don't know anything about AI. I don't know anything about automation. I am not, a tech person. See, I was just about saying it, and then someone just asked the question in the chat. What's an AI, right? People saying, I don't know anything about tech. How am I gonna do these things you're talking about? Here's the good news. You don't have to know none of that, right? Just like your computer. You using a computer doesn't mean that you know how to build a computer. Is that making sense? You using a computer doesn't mean that you know how to build a computer. You just know what you need to do, and then you get it done. The rest of it, who cares about how the computer works, right? Who cares about, why when I push on this button and then it's this letter that comes up? Who cares about how this computer turns on and off and how all these things work inside of it? the memory, this and that. Who cares about that? All I want to know is that when I turn it on, this thing better work, right? It better works. That's all we care about. So that's the same thing when I'm talking about AI and automation. It's all those things that you can use for a home care agency. Don't worry about all the things that make it that you need to know. Or I don't know what AI is. I don't know. I'm not a techie. I don't know anything about this technology. How am I gonna do that? That's not what I'm talking about, right? That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is getting something that is done specifically for you that you can just deploy and it works like wonders, right? And it just work. So this is what we are referring to. So now you don't have to know how all these things work, right? AI basically is that technology that is almost um, uh, um, uh, mimicking the things that human being can do and are doing, and AI can do those repetitive tasks for you, right? They can do it and at a much faster rate, at a much even more accurate rate for us. Things that we've been doing that AI can actually do those things. You know, AI is just like that. It's a technology, right? Technology that can do things for us at a much faster rate and at a much accurate capacity as well, right? So this is what we're talking about. In the case of, in our case as home care agency owners, we can use that to go through a whole bunch of applications at a faster rate and be more accurate on the people that we want to bring to the next step. Right? Imagine you have 50 applications that come in. You know, you make a post about a position that you have open, you put it on Indeed, on wherever else, on you put it on different job boards, right? And you have 50 applications coming in. Typically, you would have to sit down and review each of them one by one, right? You'd have to review them one by one to figure out exactly who do you bring to the next step, right? That's a lot of time. Just imagine it takes you like 3 minutes per application. Just 2 minutes, right? Let's say 2 minutes per application. 2 minutes per application, 50 applications, that's 100 minutes, right? That's about a whole hour and 40 minutes you're spending there reviewing 50 applications. Now, after that, you realize, okay, out of those 50, I have those five that I feel like I can bring into an interview. Now you're gonna be calling them, trying to schedule an interview for the next step. So when we talk about AI and automation, what AI does for you is now those tasks of reviewing the application is done for you without you doing it. What would have taken you 1 hour and 40 minutes for 50 applications at 2 minutes per, this is literally done in like, this can be all done in literally less than 5 minutes, right? This all can be done in about 5 minutes. Done. The people that you are gonna be calling, trying to schedule them for an interview, this is literally done in just a few minutes as well. Like literally, those are done in like few minutes. You are gonna spend a whole hour and 40 minutes, and now you can get this thing done in like just a few minutes, right? In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all of those tasks, all of it done. How would you like that? Right? How would you like that? Let me know in the chat. How would you like to have that power in your home care agency? Let me know in the chat. How would you like to have that kind of power in your home care agency, right? How would you like to have that kind of power in your home care agency? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, yeah. Lena said yes. Lena said yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. So, does AI do background check? By the way, guys, as I'm speaking, put your questions in the chat, right? Put your questions in the chat, and I will be answering some questions as well. Wherever you are catching us from, YouTube, the Facebook group, Facebook page, wherever you are catching us from, please put your questions in the chat, and I'm looking at them, and I'll be able to answer them as well. So that is great. That is wonderful, right? It's awesome because you have that kind of power of doing things that used to take you hours and hours. You can get them done in like just a few minutes, just like that, right? So that is the power of AI and automation. Here's the thing. Um, um, on and I want to show you how those things actually work, right? And how you're going to implement those systems in your own home care agency. This is why Sue and I we are doing this training that is starting actually on Sunday. Listen, I am so excited for this training on Sunday. I'm so excited for this training on Sunday. See, I just got this question: how do we get AI incorporated? From a question from Tiffany Lewis. Exactly what I will be showing you next week, coming on Sunday, from Sunday through Thursday next week, the 27th to the 31st. We are having this training, home care marketing automation, training from Sunday to Thursday, every night, 1 hour, only 1 hour. So it's not gonna be much of your time. 1 hour a night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, from the comfort of your home. You don't have to travel. You don't have to pay hotel fees. None of that. Just from the comfort of your home, 1 hour a day. And we will show you exactly how to incorporate AI and automations in your own home care agency. We'll bring you behind the scene to show you a whole lot of things that you can do to help you do more in less time. Do more in less time, right? So this is exactly what we'll be showing you. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, please go ahead and I'm gonna put the link. Let me ask my team to drop the link for me, please, in the chat, so that you can grab your seat for to get your ticket. Do it tonight. Here's why. Especially if you are gonna do the platinum access. Guess what? We are mailing you a notebook. We're mailing you a notebook. We want to make sure that you get this notebook, you know, by before Sunday, and we're mailing them out. So if you are doing um, platinum access, get it done tonight, so we have time tomorrow morning. We can ship that out to you, and you can receive it on time before Sunday, right? So, and the other thing is, even if you don't do platinum, let's say let's say you do VIP, you still need it, because we are emailing you the notebook. If you do VIP only, we are emailing you the notebook. Maybe you want to print it out, so do it so that we can have the time to email it, to send you that email, um, uh, before Sunday, so that you will have the time to print it out. Okay, so go ahead and reserve your seat. Let me go. Let me put the link in the chat right now. Give me just a moment. By the way, keep dropping your questions. Keep dropping your questions in the chat for me. How soon would we get the PDF? You'll get the PDF. You get the PDF by tomorrow. Okay, you get the PDF by tomorrow. That way, you have enough time to go ahead and print it out and have it ready. Right. That is if you want to print it out. I know, we know people sometimes, if they want to have things nice, they want to still print it out, do their own notebooks and all of that. You have time to do that, right? So the earlier you actually register, the sooner you register, the sooner you can get things done. Get ready for the training on Sunday evening, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to have a blast. Um, and it's going to be definitely amazing to show you the kind of things that is possible, the kind of things that you can do within your home care agency to deploy some artificial intelligence, some automations into your home care agency, helping you to do more things in less time. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Having the ability to do more in less time, right? That's all we want. We all have 24 hours. We all have 24 hours and we all want to do more, right? We want to do more. We want to get more things done. And the more we work, the more our agencies are growing, the more we feel like there are things to do. So if we are not automating a lot of those repeating tasks, guess what's going to happen? You're gonna get to the point where you feel you get burned out very very fast if you are not automating a lot of things in your home care agency, right? So this is what we're gonna be doing next week. Next week. By the way, if you've already gotten your ticket, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you already got your ticket. Let me know in the chat. Put one in the chat, right? Put one in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you already gotten your ticket. Let me know in the chat if you didn't do that yet. Click on it and get that right now. Okay, get that right now. So Lena said yes. Yeah, Lena put one. She already got her ticket. Who's coming with Lena? With Angel? Who's joining Lena and Angel? Right? Who is here tonight? Who hasn't gotten their ticket, but they are joining Lena and Angel for next week? Come on, come on, come on, get your ticket tonight. So that is the mistakes that we want you to avoid. The mistake of taking too long to reach out to people. The mistake of reviewing applications one by one. That's a mistake that's definitely a mistake nowadays. You don't want to be doing that. And also the mistake of calling people to schedule interviews, spending a bunch of time calling people to schedule interviews. Here's the other thing. I know we are talking about getting AI to do those tasks that you've been doing in your own home care agency to save you time, right? I'm going to give you just a little bit. I don't know. Should I say that? Because that's something for the training. That's something for the training, but I don't know. Should I share that? Should I share that? Can I share something with you guys that is for the training? Should I? It's for the training. I don't know. It's just coming in it's in my mind right now. I don't know if I should share it because it's something that is training material, right? It's actually training material, like really. Um so okay, so here's the thing. When we are talking about getting AI and automations to do things for us, that also means you're going to be saving on money, right? You're going to be saving on money. Here's why. You probably say, well, I don't want to review my applications anyways. I can have someone else, I can pay someone else to review them. I can pay someone else to call to schedule the interview. Well, let's say that's a 3-hour tasks in total, right? Those tasks, they amount to about 3 hours in total. You realize that if you pay someone else, let's say, I don't know, whoever your assistant, whoever it is, you pay $15 an hour to get those done. That's $45 an hour. That's 3 hours of work that you are paying that you didn't have to pay 3 hours to get this done. Right? You didn't have to pay 3 hours to get this done. Counting the cost of, right? The cost of, okay, I may not be doing it. Let me get someone else to do it. Well, it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost that if you AI can, not only AI is like not even a fraction. I'm talking about probably like 0.1%, right? The cost of a human being, right, to do those things for you. That's how it is with with having automation and AI do those things. It's probably like, well, let me not say 0.1%, maybe like 1% of the cost, right? When you have AI and automation doing things for you, it's it's it reduces your expenses by a lot. It reduces your expenses by a lot. Now, I'm not saying to just go and fire those people. No, there are other things that they still can do and need to do for you, right? They still can do and need to do for you. You can still have your assistant, you can still have your office manager do other things that are probably more money generating activities as well than those tasks that can be delegated to, that can be automated, right? Those tasks that can be automated. Is that making sense? Let me know in the chat if it's making sense. If you can see it, put yes in the chat for me. Put yes in the chat for me. If you can see that, what, this is right. This makes sense, right? It makes sense. Let me know in the chat. Put a yes in the chat, right? So I'm not saying to just go ahead and fire everybody. That's not what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is you can restructure the tasks that they used to be doing, so that they don't have to do those tasks that can be automated, and now they can do other things that are probably more meaningful as well, and tasks that can help bring money into the agency a lot faster, such as relationship building, right? They can help you with those other things. So that's where things are going, and I'm still trying. So I try my best to actually give you something great tonight. At the same time, letting you know there's way more for the training. So listen, if you thought we had a good time tonight, guess what? We're gonna have even a better time next week at the training. So let me know in the chat if you guys didn't reserve your seat yet. Um, go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead and do that. If you didn't reserve your seat yet, I'm putting the link in the chat to go ahead and grab your seat. Grab your seat. We have three tickets tiers are available, right? There are three passes available. There is a general admission. General admission is only $49. General admission is only for I'm sorry, yeah, general admission is only $47. So it's not like it's a whole lot, right? It's only $47 for 5 days. See what you are getting. 5 days, 1 hour a day, that's a whole 5 hours. You're getting training every night, right? And then you also get access to our Facebook group. By the way, for those of you who already registered, if you didn't send your request to join the home care the Care Growth AI Facebook group yet, I'm not talking about the general Home Care Bosses United Facebook group. I'm talking about the Facebook group only for people who are in the training. If you didn't send your request yet, please go ahead and do that. You already have the link in your email in the text that we've sent you. So go ahead and send your request, because we're bringing everybody into that group tomorrow. So you will be able to be in there and having those conversations with other people who are looking at doing great automations in their home care agencies as well. So that's a huge bonus for coming to the training. So general admission, you get the 5 hour of training, 1 hour every night for only $47 a night. That's literally about I believe it was $9.40 per hour, right? $9.40 per hour that you will be investing for this training. Um, and if you do VIP, you get an extra Q&A session, 7:30 to 8 p.m. We have that Q&A session with our VIP and platinum people. So you come in earlier, where you have like Q&A session. It's like a coaching session where you're gonna have time with Sue and myself to learn a whole lot more and answer some of your questions. And then you come onto the general session from 8 to 9 o'clock. access to the Facebook group. Also, people who are in the VIP, you will be getting the workbook mail out email to you. You will be getting a PDF of the workbook if you are a VIP. So listen, don't miss out on this. Do not miss out on this. Um, Make sure that you get your workbook. The next one is the platinum. As you know, the higher you go, the more access you get. Listen, the higher you go, the more access you are going to get. This is a law, right? This is how life is. The higher you go, it will cost you more to go higher, but at the same time, you will get more access. When you invest more, you get more access. Um, the platinum it's 297 for platinum. What do you get there? You get the Q&A session 7:30 to 8 p.m. You get the general session 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. You also get to be in the Facebook group. You get a workbook mail out to you. We print it out, very nice. We put it in the mail. We mail it out to you, so you don't have to find the time to go and print it out. Listen, all those things that I've been talking about is kind of like the same thing, saving you that time of taking a trip to Office Depot or Staples to go print this out. You don't have to do none of that. You get this. Uh, Mail out to you, get to your doors. You just open your package. Here's a beautiful workbook waiting for you. And then you also get access to the replay. For some of you are saying, well, I may be missing one day. Can I get the replay? Yes, you can. The platinum package, you will get access to the replay for 14 days after the training is done. So after the training is done, you have a whole 2 weeks of access to the training to go review anything that you want to review. Listen, this is um, this is beautiful, right? This is beautiful. That's a whole lot that you are getting in there for literally a very small investment. So go ahead and reserve your seat for the training. Question: how soon would the PD will you get the PDF? I think I already answered that. You're getting that tomorrow. Where is the invite to other group? So the invite, you already received that in the email that we sent you after you enroll. You got a thank you email. That email has the link to the Facebook group. And we're also going to be sending another email tomorrow. So you get an email tomorrow with the Facebook, with the link to the group. So you can join the group for those of you who already registered. So if you've registered already, you will be getting an email tomorrow with the link to join the Facebook group. So you'll be getting it again tomorrow and a text as well. Okay. So what course is this? So Didi, this is a training to help home care agency owners learn how they can leverage the power of AI and automation in their home care agencies so that you can do more things in less time. So AI and automation is like a whole lot of tasks that we've been doing manually. We've been doing those things taking a lot of time. Tonight, I just talk about one of them, which is in the recruitment process, that instead of spending hours and hours doing those things, if we put them into our automation, we get AI to do those things for us. They can be done in probably less than 5 minutes. Things that used to take us like 2, 3, 4 hours can be done in like 5 minutes, right? So we're gonna show you how you can do this kind of things, okay, in your home care agency, and how to get this done. Another question. How much is the software? So the software range, there's a range of for our software services. You'll be anywhere from 197 to 399. So we'll discuss that next week as well. Okay. Um, but you are not able to subscribe to the software right now, but we'll get that starting next week. We'll make that available, but it's anywhere from 197 to 397 a month. That's what it's gonna be. Another question: do we need to have Zoom or WebEx downloaded? So Zoom, you will have Zoom access. So you need to have Zoom downloaded on your laptop, um, on your phone. If you're going to use your phone for the best access, anytime you're going on a Zoom meeting, it's always best to be on a laptop instead of a cell phone. It's just the experience is definitely way different if you're on a laptop than if you are on a cell phone. But yeah, you do need Zoom downloaded on your. You don't need a Zoom account. You just need to download the app to use it. You don't need to actually have an account and paying for Zoom. Just download the app. That's it. So when we send you the link, you just click on the link and then it brings you into Zoom. Okay, Didi say, okay, I want. All right, Didi. So let me drop the link for you in the chat right now, Didi, and anyone else who need to register. Um, all right, anyone else who's going to register? To tell the truth, guys, I'm gonna be very blunt with you all. Everybody on this live right now who has a home care agency should have already registered for this training. If you haven't, listen, you should be clicking on the link right now and register. If you haven't, you need to be clicking on the link right now and register. Okay, and register for this training. If you have a home care agency, you got to be at this training. This training is definitely a must. You got to be at this training. Listen, the way things are going, um, um, AI automation is going to be the great differentiator between amongst businesses, right? And of course, home care agencies. Why? Because the home care agencies that are using AI and automations in their practice, in their business, will definitely outpace other home care agencies. Just an example for what we're talking about. Imagine, let me give you an example and I'm going to ask you a question. You have two agencies. One agency, let's say, both of them, they submitted the application, they posted a link for application today, right? They posted we have open positions, we are hiring. They put it on Indeed, on other places today. At the same time, two agencies, okay? Agency A and Agency B. They both posted, right? Please pay close attention. Agency A, when they have 50 people who applied, right? The 50 people who applied, they apply, fill out the application, click a button that says submit, and then they get the page that comes that says, well, thank you for submitting your application. Someone from our team will be reaching out to you soon if we choose to move forward with your application. We're looking forward to speaking with you in that case. Thank you. Bye. Right. And then that owner, it's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, there's payroll, there's this and that to do, and everything else. They are going to review those applications on Monday and schedule people for Tuesday or Wednesday. It's Thursday night, right? That's agency number one. Okay, keep that in mind. That's agency number one that does it this way. I said agency A, right? The first agency A does it this way. Now let's talk about agency B. Agency B has automation and AI that does these things for them. They do the same exact job post, the same description, the same everything, word for word. They do the exact same thing. Agency B. However, agency B still get the same 50 people. The same 50 people apply for both agencies, agency A and agency B. The same 50 people apply for them, right? However, agency B, when the people submit the application, they click on that button that says submit the application. There is a whole other automation behind all of this that is suddenly deployed, right? They get an automation that is deployed. The person clicks, the applicants click, submit the application, and on the next step, instead of having a thank you page that says thank you for submitting the application, a member of our team will be reaching out to you soon. Instead of that, they get the actual next step. Instead of that, once they submit the application, there is a next step that the automation asks them to complete. And then once they complete it, there's another step the application asks them to complete. And while this is being done in the back of the system, everything is being done and kind of like triaging the people who make the cut and those who don't, right? Kind of like saying this application, these things, okay, this is good, this is not good, this is good, this is not good. All of that is being done like simultaneously. As soon as all these 50 people click submit, everything is deployed and being done. In about 5 minutes, the 5 people who qualify for the process to move on to the next step, they already got their interview scheduled. They already got the interview scheduled for tomorrow, Friday. It's Thursday. They already got their interview scheduled for tomorrow, Friday. Now, tell me, with agency A and agency B, who's more likely? Who do you want to be? By the way, who do you want to be? Agency A or agency B? Let me know. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be agency A or agency B? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, who do you want to be? Agency A or agency B? Right? Agency A, that they have somebody has to go manually review the applications and then call and then do this. Agency B, in like 5 minutes from clicking to submit the application, everything else is done, and then they get an interview scheduled already. You home, you sleeping. You're sleeping at home, right? You with your friends out, you with your family having fun, and all these things is being done for you. You just get a notification, oh, you have a interview tomorrow at 9 o'clock, because you open your interview calendar for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Oh, you have another interview at 9:10. Cool. Right? I see everyone like, I see B, 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 right? You guys are dropping the B's, right? Because this is what we all want, right? And if this is what you guys all want, go ahead and register for that training. Go ahead and register for the training. If that's all you want, go ahead and register for the training. We're going to show you exactly how you do that. Then I said, does AI schedule? Yes. Yes. What we've worked on does the scheduling for you, right? I'm talking about scheduling the interviews, right? We're talking about recruiting right now, not scheduling for caregivers, right? Does it do that? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You don't have to be calling people and see if they, when can they come for an interview and all of that. This is already done in like 5 minutes. Done. You just get the notification on your phone saying, hey, you have an interview scheduled with so and so tomorrow at 9 a.m. So and so tomorrow at 9:15. Okay, good. You're all saying you want B. So if you want B, join the training so that we will show you exactly how to deploy this AI, this automation in your home care agency. Because this is the future, people. This is the future. I don't know if I mean, I don't go out shopping a lot, right? I don't go to grocery stores a lot. But every once in a while, I do go, right? I do go. Actually, I'll probably go about, yeah, every once in a while, not like other people that go like 4 or 5 times a week. I think I'll probably go, Sometimes I go once a week, especially when um, I need something specific to go feed people, right? When I need to go buy things to go feed people, I do go. Here's what I realized. There's like now almost every stores they have like three cash registers with a human being. They have only like three cashiers, three, four, or two. And then the rest of them, they have like 10, 15 um, um, self checkout, and they probably have like two uh, with humans, right? That's the future. I mean, you probably think, probably we are thinking about it in a way that, oh my goodness, that's a lot of people who lost their jobs. I understand. We understand that. However, every time there's some kind of um, evolution in the way we do things, we lose some, we gain some, right? Yes, those jobs are lost, but guess what? They're gonna be gained somewhere else, right? Those people, they're gonna gain something else from somewhere else. Some people will move on to understanding how those automations work and work in them, and others will come along and assist, right? Kind of like when people used to ride on horses, and then something else better came, and like, okay, let's get to the next thing, and then cars came, and let's get to, that's that's life, right? We used to have to be on a boat to go anywhere in the world. Any other countries that you wanted to go to, you had to get on a boat to go. Well, that was the way of doing things. It used to take months sometimes to go to, from one continent to another. It used to take months. But now you get on a plane, 5, 6, 8 hours for places that are very, very, very far. It may be like a 12-hour journey, and then you are there, right? Guess what? Now we can say, oh my God, a lot of people, all those people who had boats, for commercial type of boats, they lost their businesses. Of course they lost it. But now we have a new technology, airplane, right? So it's the same thing. It's the future. We can't fight it. We can't do anything with it. It's the future. Um, those of us who want to keep doing things the same way we've been doing things pre-COVID, we're gonna be left behind, right? Those of us who want to stay there, you guys are gonna be left behind, and those who want to actually get things done faster, those businesses, those agencies, they are gonna be the one flourishing because, hey, as you can see, if you can do things faster, you can do a whole lot more, right? You can do more things if you can do things faster. The beautiful thing is you don't have to do it by yourself. You can have AI doing it for you, automation doing it for you. Even more beautiful, you don't have to know how to use AI. You don't have to know how to set up any automation, right? You don't have to. It all can be done for you. So Didi says, I registered. See you on Zoom. Yes, Didi. Congratulations, Didi. Congratulations. Congratulations, Didi. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday. By the way, everybody else who hasn't registered, please go ahead. Do not miss on this opportunity. Do not miss on this opportunity. Um, just go ahead and register. Go ahead and register. Click on the link. Let me drop the link again. One last time, I'm dropping it. I'm not putting that link anymore tonight. Just go ahead and click on the link, register, and I can't wait to see you all next week, Sunday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you do VIP or a platinum, I'll see you at 7:30. If you do VIP, we will be emailing you the workbook. If you do platinum, we'll mail it out to you. If you do it, please tonight, so that tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, we can mail it out to you, and you can receive it on time. And then if you do platinum, you get 14 days of replay after the training is over. All right. Can we still upgrade? Yes, you can upgrade. You can upgrade. just let us know. Can you send us a text and let us know that you want to upgrade so that we can send you the information to upgrade. Yes, Bila, you can still upgrade. Just send us a text, and then that way we can send you the information to upgrade. Okay, so all right, everybody. It was nice having you here tonight. I really appreciate you all. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a great, great, wonderful night. May God bless you. May God be with you. May God protect you and your family. And may God give you the strength and the passion and the ability to grow your home care agencies so that you can impact your world, you can impact your community, provide more care, helping more families, hire more people, and also having more for yourself and your family financially. Have a good night. God bless you all. Bye bye.